I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to episode 27 of Aussie Club, our bid to return Forest to the top of European football. And you can see by the green circle since our last episode, things have gone quite well. Let's start with the Bristol City game. 3-1, as you can see, we were gifted the first goal. And despite really struggling, we were lethal in front of goal and we grabbed a deserved 3 points. This by no means was a game that we dominated, but strong finishing meant that we got the result. El Azhar, you can see, first and last minute. Curtis Jones with a third for us. Good, solid 3 points away from home. Then Sheffield Wednesday, of course, the team that we were battling for the title with, the championship title last season, we never gave them a sniff. And Mosley, you can see, 2 goals, was a class act as well. It was just a really, really solid home performance. Carabao Cup against Bury, sorry. Now, this was a game that we were expected to win because Bury are a League One club. We weren't dominant, but we were too good for Bury. And you can see it was a rested team. We pretty much put out the reserves. So it was Sawyer and it was Louis Mars that got the goals. So we were too good. We wanted our best, but we were too good for a League One team. Then what I was really, really happy with this one against Newcastle away up to the old St James's Park. It was an even game, but once again it was superior finishing that won the day for us. And obviously our finishing hasn't always been our strong point. Now there were a few little caveats to this game. El Azhar just picked up an injury. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. He went off relatively early in this game, but it was Ole Gunnar Zelor came off the bench once again and was superb. I think he laid on both goals. It was Curtis Jones, Callum Mosley that got them both. You can see Malacase got sent off in the 84th minute, so we were clinging on just a little bit at the end, but even down to 10 men, we were too good to get 4 wins. That's how many wins in a row? Well, there's 2 in the cup there. That's about 4 league wins in a row. Wonderful stuff. And if you look at the league table, oh my, Champions League football, here we come, sitting up in 4th. Now, asterisks all over the place here. This league position, don't get me wrong, is absolutely insane. However, and it isn't however, we have only played 2 games against clubs in the top half of the table. Now, granted, we won one of those against Villa. City, we were absolutely thoroughly outplayed. So things look good right now, and we know we're all going to start singing the Champions League anthem. No, not yet. It is definitely too soon. The second half of this first round of the season, so sort of up till Christmas, we're now playing top half teams pretty much every game. I think this game against Brighton is maybe the last one. So yeah, are we going to get relegated? We better not from here. Let's put it that way. Are we going to finish in the Champions League or European spots? Let's just wait and see on that one. We're going to find out a little bit more, in the next sort of few months of game time here. So this episode is going to be Brighton at home. It's going to be Liverpool, the trip to Anfield away. That's something to look forward to. And of course, all the goals from these games in between here. Stick around end of the episode. Goals of the month for October. It's going to be good. But this is the team we're sending out for Brighton. Pretty much a standard team, I think, very predictable, but it's Token Aussie in goal. Davidson, Sheeran, Suter comes in for the suspended Malacase, Scando and Njoku down the wings, Davidson and Arosa in midfield. Curtis Jones comes in behind Sawyer, who comes in. Of course, El Azhar is injured, so Sawyer gets the nod ahead of Louis Mars, just again purely for height, target man, defensive set pieces. We need that height. And Callum Mosley, who's hitting some form, he continues up front as well. So it's like 4-4-2 from Brighton. Anyone there we recognise? Not particularly. Woodburn, I think that's the young Liverpool guy, isn't it? Let's see what we can do here. We're expected to prove a point today, says João Mario. We're at home. Let's give the fans a performance to cheer for. Tends to work at home. It's away from home against these sorts of teams that hasn't been working for us. So hopefully we'll get another strong result here. All right, here we go. Now, obviously, first things first, World Cup. I think we're going to congratulate France. I think they do deserve it. It was either them or Belgium, I think, wasn't it? But didn't Croatia put up a good show? I would really have liked them to win. I love a first-time winner, as I said on Twitter before the game, but difficult to argue with France. They were just so good at the back, and yeah. Now, what do you think about the penalty, the Perisic handball? I'm still torn. That his hand did go down towards the ball, but I don't know. I don't think I'd like that given against me, but I can see why it was given. Callum Mosley's injured. Oh gosh. Okay, so we bring Louis Mars on. Hopefully that's not too serious for Callum. I've jinxed him because I was just saying in the comments after last episode that it's good to have him back fit again. And here we go. First game since I've said that. And he is picked up an injury. Oh, Jonesy's won that back. That looked like a foul, but it hasn't been given. Louis Mars. Oh, well done, Louis Mars. Oh, what a shame. That would have been such a wonderful goal. It looked like he nutmegged the defender. That was classy stuff. Another encouragement here. Oh, I'm really worried what's happened to Callum Mosley. Potential foot injury. Now that could be anything from a broken ankle to a chipped toenail, couldn't it? So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it's more nail than bone. Right, let's see if we can get in here and stop the cross. We're not even close to stopping that cross, but Ed Sheeran clears. Right, not our best performance to date, though we haven't really given Brighton a sniff as of yet. Let's see if we can give it. Oh, coming into halftime. We'll just leave it. Yeah, haven't given them a sniff as of yet, but we've hardly been at our most prolific ourselves, have we? So what can we do at halftime here? I'm thinking just you haven't been good enough. Should probably do the trick. We've got Davidson not responding to that. Was telling him there's more to come. And then I think we'll just get back out there. No tactical changes, though we could potentially look to exploit the flanks. But there's nothing about the way that Brighton's playing that makes me think. You can see we're going down the middle, so there's nothing that particularly makes me think that that's going to do any good. I'm wondering if Ole Gunnar Zelaw off the bench could be one for us here. Let's give this a demand, or was that a push forward? That works as well, I guess. Now let's hopefully win this back and not concede a highlight. I mean, not you concede a highlight, but you know what I mean. Aussie flying through the air, token Aussie. Just move your feet a little bit more and just catch it orthodoxly would be nice. Thank you. Right, he's knocked it upfield. Sawyer's there. It's one for Griffiths. Here we go. Can we build from this? Arosa. Nice ball for Mars. He gets a nice little back heel for Curtis Jones. Go on, Curtis Jones. Oh, we've got let the defender get back. He's won that back though nicely. Scando back post. Sawyer's there. No, we're not winning the ball. We've got to be challenging for that. Oh, we haven't even. Are we going to get counted here? Go on, No, it's Njoku, isn't it? I can never remember who's on what wing. I mean, I know that Scander's on the left and Jockey's on the right, but when I'm looking at it, which is my left and which is my right. I've always struggled with that. Right, Jones. Can he? Oh, need a little bit more patience in the build-up, I think. I wonder. Okay, let's defend this. We might have to look at making some changes. Some of these match ratings still aren't great. Oh, just past the post. Yeah, a Rose that's not having a good game. I'm wondering, do we bring Bobby Mack on? Or can we drop Jones back? Can he play back there? Not really. And he's an advanced playmaker now, and that's not what I want to do. What we want to do is we want to bring Zelaw on, if anything. But we'll bring Bobby Mack on for now. We can always put Jones up in place of Sawyer, and then bring Zelaw on in place of Sawyer, because Curtis Jones does have a bit of a physical presence about him. He's no target man necessarily. Certainly not by the standards of Elizage and Sawyer, but he can do a job and not particularly let us down. All right, Sawyer for Jones. Can he pick out Mars? Look at the space in behind. Louis Mars is in. Go on, Louis Mars. Where's your finishing boots, son? Go home! Louis Mars, not always the best finisher in front of goal like that, but he's put that one away nicely. What a nice ball through. There was so much space in behind, and there it is. Louis Mars, another Premier League goal. We need him to be scoring goals if Mosley's injury is serious. I don't think it's actually come through yet. Usually it'll give you an idea of what it is, but it hasn't come through yet as to exactly what's wrong with him. Sawyer's gone out for Bobby Mack. All right, just keep. Oh, that's a wonderful ball for Scando. Go on, son. Scando, go! And we have exploded into this game. Bobby Mack, what a pass for Scando. And I'm really loving our wingbacks right now because they are getting forward and getting on the end of things. And look at that pass. That is a wonderful ball. The Brighton defence was parted like the Red Sea, didn't it? But that was great. Okay, so we have Griffiths on a booking. We're 2 goals up. I think we can bring Mason on for him, and we're not going to lose too much, if anything. It just gets that booking off the field at this point, which is a good thing. Scando's looking tired. We have a game. Well, let's wait for this highlight. We have a game against Liverpool that we'd really like him to be in tip-top shape for. So I think the Silva Lopez on for Scando seems to make a lot of sense. Let's see if we can defend this first, though. We want to make sure we're getting these 3 points before we make that third sub. If it goes back to 2-1, I'd be not happy with... I don't know that I want to make that change now. Can you give them a concentrate? After that second goal, I should have given them a concentrate, I think. We don't keep as many clean sheets as I would like, which worries me coming into these games, as I said now, where we're playing all the top teams. I'd like to think that we were a little bit tighter at the back. Give that a concentrate. And Joku's got a booking now. Alright, what we'll do, we'll set these fullbacks to defend. Njoku's on a booking and he's tired, so we might make that change. Oh, we can't. Oh, we've already made our subs. Never mind. So we'll just set them back. We'll put it to control. We'll just look to shut this down a little bit. Retain possession, more mixed passing. We'll be structured. We'll lower the tempo. Just try and kill this game off. Oh dear, can we defend this please? Oh, it's a free header. Token Aussie plucks it from the air, but that was not good. Okay, let's give this... can we give it a concentrate? No, we can't. We will give it a defensive. Now we can give it a concentrate. This should be it. I think we've seen this out. We're in the... There it is. Well, it was a little bit more nervy than we would have liked, wouldn't it? But an even game in the end too. Our finishing was not good that game. We have been good in the past, but that was not our finest moment. A bit of a let off. No, well done. Well done. We've got to remember who we are, and we are doing really, really well considering we're a newly promoted team. So we edge out opponents in close encounter. Mosley, 6 to 8, 7, 8 weeks, 2 months. A broken toe. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Well, we have Louis Mars. He's got a goal. That should be fine. We've got 2-week gap before Liverpool because of international break. So, maybe it's really, 5 to 6 weeks. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Anyway, wait right there. We'll be back after the international break for Liverpool. Okay, welcome back for Liverpool. We're going to Anfield. In paper, and in theory, this is third versus fourth. Now, this is really going to tell us about where we actually stand this season, I think, and what our ambitions can be. But this is the team we're sending out. It's as strong as we can go, essentially. It's Token Aussie in goal. It's Davidson, Ed Sheeran, and Malakase across the back. Scando and Njoku down the wings. Griffiths and Rosa in midfield. Hopefully, he'll be a much improved performance from the Brighton game. Jones, who, of course, we picked up on a free transfer after he left Liverpool, so big game for him. Sawyer and Marv's up top. Not the first choice too, but I'm sure they can do a job for us. So we can see the way Liverpool is lining up. It's the way that Chelsea used to line up against us when we were at Villa, and we used to have a good record against them. Expected to prove a point. No, they're not. They're just expected to go out there and do their best. We've been on a good run. Go out there and impress me. That's not what I was saying normally, right? I can't remember. No, I think it was. I can't. Maybe this is not what I should be saying. Anyway, this team talk's done, so let's hope for the best. Okay, here we go. Now, like I was saying, I think this will give us an idea of what we can realistically expect from this season, because we have quite the run of games coming up now. We are having a little bit of a striking crisis as well, which isn't ideal coming into these games. So Elazaj should be back within a game or two. But yeah, I'm a little bit concerned playing sort of the top half back to back like we are, is that it could, if we don't get many points, it could affect the team morale, and we could end up in a little bit of a slide. I'd rather have the tougher games spread out in amongst winnable games for us. But so far, so good here. We're at least equal, aren't we, in terms of shots on goal? Oh, that's a lofty tackle. So we'll just have to see how this goes. I don't really have any expectations, especially away at Anfield, but you just never know. You never know, do you? There's a decent pass out for Njoku. Now, can he pick out a cross? We have Sawyer, who's got some height. Sawyer, go home! gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. What are we doing? 1-0 up at Anfield. This is incredible. We're missing our two main striking options. Never mind, Jordan Sawyer's there. 1-0. What a start this is. Well, it's not even a start. We're half an hour in and we're 1-0 up. I couldn't give... Oh, no, just gave him a concentrate. That's all right. Wouldn't let me praise them for the goal, but concentrate's probably better because we don't tend to keep many clean sheets. There's a tackle from Jones. Oh, look at this. We are up for this. All right, Sawyer, can you find Njoku down the wing? There we go. He does eventually. Nice and relaxed. Njoku whips the cross in. It's he's muffed it. He's muffed it. Go! The ghost of Laureus Carius, whatever his name is, it still lives large at Anfield, doesn't it? Look at this for a howler. What is the keeper doing? Is he catching it? Is he tipping it over? He's assisting Louis Mars, is what he's doing. 2-0 to the good guys. Insane at Anfield. What a season this is. I knew we had a decent team. Now, let's not get too carried away here. Oh, crossbar. I knew we had a decent team. I was confident in the team, but I thought we would be mid-table, if I'm honest. Our defenders are not the best on the ball. Our midfield is youngish. I wasn't sure exactly how well Elazar and Mosley would step up to the Premier League. Well, we knew Mosley could do it from our time at Villa. But look at this. Louis Mars and Sawyer as well, stepping up. Jones isn't having his best game, but 2-0 up. This is insane. What are we doing? Okay, so we've got to say, I think, a calm, don't let your performance levels drop. We'll tell the guys here not to get bookings, and then we'll come back for the second half. Now, Arosa and Curtis Jones aren't having the best games. We do have, obviously, Bobby Mack and Ole Gunnar Zelaw on the bench. So if those two don't pick up, we might look at making those subs. Although I'm more tempted to take off some of the bookings in midfield. Mason for Griffiths seems a sensible thing to do. Let's see if we can defend this first, because this game isn't won yet. We've enjoying ourselves, don't get me wrong. This is... Oh, what a tackle. Go on, Malakase. Just clear it, please. Just clear it. There we go. But yeah, we are more than capable of giving this away. As we saw in the last game, we can concede 1 against Brighton, we can concede 2 against Liverpool. Now there's a decent cross in. Louis Mars! Go home! This is just getting silly now. Little Nottingham Forest just promoted to the Premier League, 3-0 up against Liverpool, and this is a good Liverpool team. They're sitting 4th in the league, albeit below us, and now was it 4 or 5 points below us. But this is it. Can we make Champions League? Can we make Europe? Can we win the league? Could we? No, we can't win the thing. Surely not. But oh my, this is unbelievable. All right, can we get a tackle in there? He's too quick for Malakase. Oh, what a cake from Aussie. Token Aussie has just absolutely plucked that from the air. That's how you goalkeep, showing the cop what a goalkeeper should be doing. All right, another highlight coming up here. 3-0 up against Liverpool. Just have to pinch ourselves away from home as well. I mean, is that Mars on the booking doing that? Please no. I mean, we beat Villa quite well. We scored 5, but we also conceded 3. But that was at home. This is away from home. This is just a whole nother level. I'm wondering, that Louis Mars tackle has me a little bit nervous. If it maybe Njoku's done well there. Also on a booking though. Do we just need to get rid of some of these bookings off the field? We're in control of the game, and I don't, things that can change the game. One of them would be a sending off, isn't it? Can we get to that again? No. We could take Louis Mars off, push Curtis Jones forward, and play Zelaw. We can put Liam Mason on for Griffiths in midfield. That's 2 of the bookings. And in Njoku, do we have De Silva Lopez on the bench? Can we clear that? We can't. There's one back. Oh, it's never easy, is it? It is a little bit frustrating that we can't keep clean sheets. I'll give them this one. Away to Liverpool. All right, we don't keep a clean sheet. Hopefully we don't go and concede 2 more because that's not the best defending. Is that Scando? That wasn't the best defending. But we do have De Silva Lopez on the bench. Okay, so let's look at this most at risk of a second booking, and you would say that your wing back and your central midfielder are most at risk. So we'll make that change. We might just switch this back to control as well, just to be a little bit safer. And then, yeah, that's those 2 bookings off the field. It leaves Louis Mars. He's on a hat trick too, so we don't really want to take him off. Lawrence Bennett is good pace. We could bring him on, though as you can see, he's not fully fit. So give this a concentrate. What we might do is, yeah, he's on a hat trick, but that booking makes me nervous. So we'll take Louis Mars off, give him a standing ovation for that wonderful performance. Jones has really good pace as well, so he's more than capable of filling in as a poacher. Zelaw comes on to do his thing from the bench, and with 2 minutes to go, guys, I think we have only gone and won at Anfield. Can we get a fourth? It doesn't matter. 3 points on the road. Let me know what you think in the comments. How far can we go? I think next episode we'll know a little bit more because we'll come back for the festive fixtures. So we'll have played, I think it's another 4 or 5 Premier League games. So we'll have a much better idea of exactly where we're going to stand. But we might even be second in the league after that win. And we're getting a little bit of a gap to those teams below us. Look at that. We're equal, only a point off top of the table, but look at that. We're 6 points ahead of fifth. What's that? 5 points ahead of safe in the Champions League. Yeah, how far can we go? I know I sound like a broken record, but genuinely wasn't expecting this season. But that's it for this episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that and a win at Anfield, come on, thumbs up for that. Subscribe if you're new. As I said, we don't know how far we can go this season, but it could be a long way. But look at these runs. First, Everton 14th, though they are underachieving. Manchester United 2nd, Tottenham 7th, Stoke 10th, so they're top half as well. And what we'll do, we'll play that Carabao Cup quarter-final, and then we'll come back for Leicester and Arsenal. So Leicester 9th, Arsenal 6th right now. That'll wind up the first half of the season because if you remember, Middlesbrough was our first game. It's the festive fixtures. It seems like a good time to come back. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday, as I said, for Leicester and Arsenal. So until then, take care and enjoy some of our best goals from October.